Association Expo right here on the floor. We're going to continue to grab industry experts and other vendors to talk about important issues and things and what's going on. And we got an awesome guest right now because it's definitely something different that you're probably not going to hear a lot more about. I would say that, JP, you're a little bit unique in this space. I can't even think of another member of LBA that actually does what you do. I want to get a little bit into that, into Metrics Line, right? Metrics Line. First off, where do people go to find out more information about your company? Because I want you to say it now, and I'm going to say it at the end.
Thank you so much. So it's metricslion.com. That's metricslion.com.
All right, and so tell us, generally speaking, what is Metrics Lion? How did you get started?
Absolutely. So Metrics Line was formed back in 2018 as a, well, prior to Metrics Line, we were a generalist marketing agency.
Okay.
Right? So we would work with all sorts of different industries. So for anywhere from attorneys to doctors to your barbershops, right? And then in 2019, we noticed that we had a passion for working with the construction industry. And we started working with a lot of contractors, construction firms, and then we decided to go all into the construction industry. We joined a lot of different associations in the industry, and ever since then, our vertical has been just construction companies, right? Construction, we've worked with home improvement contractors, so anywhere from kitchen and bathroom remodeling, tile installation, swimming pool construction companies, deck builders, you name it. Anything with the home or just industrial construction, you name it, we do everything in that industry.
So how did you get started in this?
So I got started because I've been in front of the camera my entire life, as far as back as I can remember.
Oh man,
so I love.
Is there something on YouTube I should be watching?
Oh, there's a ton.
Yeah?
There's actually tons
Oh
I
yeah?
can share with you. Yeah, tons.
What?
So I love.
Hold on, I thought we were talking about marketing. I think I want to talk about this.
Oh well, it's not that type of videos, but unfortunately,
okay.
You know, it's something that I've always had a passion for. I come from an industry where from event planning. So in event planning, I used to host a lot of shows back in the day. Had camera crews following me around and staging.
Shit.
Yeah, from putting together stages, different performers.
Okay.
So that's my background. That's why I love being in front of the camera so much. And but the passion for digital marketing was something that I've always had in mind to launch a firm. So me and my partners got together, and 2018 is when we went live with it. 2019 is when we made the official decision to go the full force, all into construction. So in a nutshell, for everybody watching, what digital marketing, it could entail so many things. What we specialize in is building professional websites for GCs, construction firms, and handling the digital marketing, which means the SEO marketing, how to rank your website on the top pages of Google, right? We also can help certain firms with their Google ads, right, if they want to be more aggressive with that. And also social media management. A lot of the GCs that we work with, they don't have the time of the day to be posting on Instagram, posting on Facebook. So that's what we do for them.
Well, and you got a lot of old school guys.
Yes.
You know, and I'm saying guys because there's old school guys in this industry. It's changing though. There's so many more women in the industry. There's a lot more attention to the brand, if you will. There's a lot more attention to the brand and the marketing efforts and things like that. They're realizing that they do need to stand out. They need to differentiate themselves. And you have some tips. You have some tips for some contractors that you want to share with our guests here?
Yes, I absolutely do. So for everybody watching this, this doesn't just apply to the construction industry. This applies to anybody that has a website, host a website with WordPress that has been built on the WordPress platform. WordPress just released a massive update called the 6.2 update, right?
Yep.
So for all of you watching this show, make sure that if your website is built on WordPress, this update could affect the layout of your website, meaning the call now buttons might not work, meaning some of the pages might look a little funky. So make sure that you talk to your developers right away to make sure that if your website is built with WordPress, that everything is running smoothly, or that they're in the process of making sure that your website has not been impacted, because the last thing you want is for a website that's performing really well and all of a sudden you're not getting the contact form submitted to you. People are not able to press the call now button, and now you're missing out on leads, and now these people are going to your competitor's website. So that's one major thing that just currently happened. So
that's only with WordPress, though?
Correct. That's currently with WordPress.
And why do you pick up, is WordPress the more commonly used? Is there something you recommend that contractors consider when they're building a website?
There's many different platforms out there, right?
Yeah.
For contractors that are just getting started, right? Contractors that don't have maybe the budget to invest in a professional website, they just want them to have a page online. we recommend, hey, look, there's different platforms out there that offer free websites, such as like Wix would be one of them. They offer free websites. You can kind of create them yourselves, right? Have a little online portfolio, and that's about it. When you're ready to make that change, usually contractors that are already 3 years, 4 years in, 5 years in, they typically make the decision. They have the funds, the business is making money, and they'll invest in a professional website built on WordPress. WordPress is the leading platform to build a website worldwide.
Well, I will tell you that GlobalPro's first website, I paid a contract employee to teach me how to build websites using WordPress, and I ended up building the first GlobalPro website myself using WordPress, because I just saw the advantages of it, particularly for a small business, but it goes up to the big boys. I mean, even some of the big boys use the WordPress still to this day, but particularly for a small business, cost effective. The tools are crazy robust. Definitely an advantage. So, all right, so that's the first tip. The first tip is about the call buttons, about updating these things. What's next?
Next is the Google Core Update. This one will affect every single one of you that's doing SEO marketing. This is a massive update by Google that is actually being rolled out already within the past week to this week. It's being rolled out. This will definitely affect a lot of people's ranking positions. This means that if you are targeting certain keywords for your marketing, right? Some of them will fluctuate. If you are affected, some of them, let's say you have them on position number 1. Let's say, for example, kitchen remodeler or kitchen remodeling company in Miami, that's a keyword. Let's say you're ranking on the first page of Google for that. If you are impacted, you could easily be bumped down to page 5, page 6, or 7. So there is a fluctuation. This is a very important update. I'd say even more important than the WordPress one.
I was going to say, man, this is like...
this one will affect everybody that's running the SEO. So again, make sure if you're working with a digital marketing firm, make sure that they're on top of it, make sure that they're communicating with you, because this will definitely have an impact if you are affected. If you're not, hopefully you're not, then you're good, but a lot of people will be impacted by this update.
All right, and the third?
So the third, so AI. So a lot of the AI,
you know what? I was thinking about something. When you were saying SEO, my brain started going and thinking about it and everything else, and I was like, what's the future of SEO when you consider AI?
Great question. So SEO, for those of you that don't understand what SEO is or don't know what it's an abbreviation for search engine optimization, right? It's when a marketing firm or where you optimize a website to rank for certain keywords on search engines. Google is the #1 search engine in the world. Then you have Bing, and there's others as well. So we specialize on Google, right?
Right.
Now, as far as the future, AI is a phenomenal tool, right? AI is a great tool to help to not only do keyword research, but also to create content. So going along with the future AI, which was the next tip I have for you guys, is AI, when it comes to creating content for websites, can be a double-edged sword, right? So pay attention to this.
I think people are waking up to this, by the way. The bias and the human trainers and the impacts they have on it. I mean, it's something we've been talking a lot on. We have a show every Thursday at 11 o'clock on a weekly basis, and we talked a whole lot about when it first came out, it was fresh, it was new, and then people start running the same stuff, and they realize, wait, they're getting similar outputs that are not so kind to what they're actually trying to accomplish.
I love it. You are all over me. I love it.
Yeah.
Very talented. So what I mean by this is that a lot of people are utilizing AI, such as ChatGPT, and they're creating content through the AI, and they're putting this content on their websites thinking that they're going to rank better, right? So they're injecting keywords, they're letting the AI create all the content for their web pages, and little do they know, this actually works against them, right? Google's AI is so advanced that it will 100% detect that the content was AI generated, and it will mark your website as spam. So you do not want that. Yes, you might be saying, oh, this is perfect, I got to fire my content writer. Well, guess what? Now you're going to be hurting a lot more, because Google will actually detect.
Do you think that is because Google is competing with ChatGPT with their own sort of AI engine? Or are they somehow, it's like, I think some of these things are like a little too early and I'm hypothesizing, if you will.
Absolutely.
The situation.
It's a very good question.
Yeah.
it's more so focusing on providing quality to the user.
Original
quality
yes.
content for the user. So whether it's created on with ChatGPT or Google's or whoever it is, they're looking for quality content for users. So now what you could do, and how can you utilize AI to your maximum benefit, is yes, you could utilize AI, and you could have a professional content writer use the AI article, for example, as a baseline, and have them reword it into their own words, right? We, for example, all of our content is actually by our content team, right? So AI is a great tool. We don't use AI on any of our content whatsoever. All of the content that goes onto our websites are fully generated by our team, and we're very, very proud of that.
Targeted.
It's targeted, it's unique, right? And again, for those of you maybe that are just getting started, if you are not planning on running any SEO at all on your website, then sure, go ahead and use some AI content. If you just want to have like an online portfolio and your purpose is not to run any marketing at all, okay. But
make sure you read it, because I
sure
stumbled on a website just the other day. I started reading the blog posts. I'm like, man, these blog posts, they don't really tie into the messaging from this company. And it was so obvious to me. And look, I couldn't confirm it, but it was obvious to me that they were clearly using some generative platform to create this crap. Whether it's people in India or unrelated to their organization, or they're using AI, whatever it may have been, it definitely was not unique.
So it all comes down to the command that you give the AI. Right? If you just give me a blog for home builders, it's too generic. So generic. So you have to really let the AI know exactly what it is that you want, be specific, and now the AI can actually read URLs. So if you put the URL of a certain blog, right, and you say, hey, rewrite this blog for me, here's the URL, make sure that you use a professional tone, right, and act as a professional writer, it'll give you an entire unique blog, and then you can utilize that and maybe give it to a content writer and have them completely rewrite it into their own words. You have a beautiful piece right there. Now, the next step, which I come across a lot of people ask about this, is, hey, I get a lot of spam through my contact forms, right? Everybody, no matter if you're in the construction industry, if you're an attorney, a dentist, whoever you are, everybody gets spam, right? So a lot of people, unfortunately, get bombarded with spam. So how do you stop that, or how do you minimize it by about 95% to close to 100? I'm about to put you guys on this, right?
I love it.
This is a freebie, all right? So this is what we do. It all comes down to your website hosting provider.
Right.
Our clients, we are able, through our hosting, to block entire countries. So the countries that are notorious for sending spam mail, we block them all. So our
Can I guess the top one?
Yes.
Africa.
No.
Is that just the phone calls? Because the phone calls are like wild.
It's you have Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Yeah, Bangladesh. Nice. You have Iran, Iraq. So what's happening is someone could be in Africa, but they're using an IP address from Bangladesh or Iraq or Iran, right?
Yeah.
So we block those entire countries, so our clients don't have to suffer and get 20 contact forms submitted.
Right, and if you're not diligently deleting that crap, it's just you have to store it. No, you have to store it. You're archiving it. You're doing stuff. I mean, I spend at least 10 to 20 minutes a day just deleting just junk mail. It's like, and I'm like, I definitely didn't subscribe for that. It's like, and it just keeps coming and coming and coming. These are all great tips, man. Honestly, it's like everything from the updates of WordPress, the important issues going on with AI, to workflow issues on with regards to junk mail or spam mail. That's the other thing that I find is like all these new mail servers are coming up with new words for the same damn thing. It's like junk or spam or this and that, and creating the filters and everything else. So awesome information. JP, it's been awesome to have you on, dude.
Thank you so much for having
Metrics Lion. Check them out online. What's that website again?
MetricsLion.com.
Check it out. And we are continuing to provide you information you can use right here from the floor of the Latin Builders Association Expo. It's awesome to have on industry experts just like JP that are making sure that you have that information you can use, delivering actionable information that you can use. This has been great. We are live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe buttons to make sure that you get the notification when we go live right here at the Latin Builders Association Expo. Thanks. It's awesome, man. Thank you. That's great.